Dylan Losey, Metal Fox 1981. Going to be looking at my conversion to motor glider with the Aquila. As you can see, there is a little hollow shaft or whatever tube coming out here. It's 4mm, fits in there nice and snug. I put a little grease down in the back end to where it comes up here, but not to where it's messing with the nose cone gripping the shaft. This is the shaft that actually runs through this is a replacement shaft for a motor from Hobby King. Now, to connect those, if you can see that in there, let me pull the hatch. To connect that is actually, that right there is a little boat connector to connect a 5mm shaft, which is the SKS, and the 4mm shaft that actually runs through the nose. Now, you can see its little plywood mount. The plywood is screwed into this wood here, and there's also a piece in the bottom to help brace a little bit more. So that's screwed in there on all 4 sections where the motor is. Then I carved just a little bit around the edges of the corners, so it'll fit nice and snug up in there. And I actually took a little stone wheel with my drill and a drill bit as well, and bored out the fiberglass and metal that was in the nose and stuff, and also threw a little bit of leftover epoxy right in these corners here to make sure the motor's not going anywhere. And as you can see also, there's screws holding the right here where the red basswood is. It's actually holding it there as well. So you got the epoxy, several screws on each side, and one on the bottom. And I got the SKS 3542 1000 kV running on a 3-cell configuration here, and the 3-cell is a Thunder Power 1250 milliamp 3-cell that I traded with a fellow member for a 610 2-cell that he could use when he wasn't using this. So yeah, there's that. As you can see, I got the servo here. It's now on the gear channel instead of the throttle channel, which seems to function just fine, as you can see. I wanted to put this motor on there, even though I had to add a little extra weight in the tail and cut to a smaller battery. I can get about a minute of full throttle off of this battery, so there should be plenty to get up there at least once or twice and actually be able to glide around. As far as I'm concerned, having a motor is a much safer way than utilizing high start. It also puts less force on the wings, because I don't want to say do a high start and have the launch go from 0 to 30 in like a half a second and have the wings get broken or something, because I really don't know how old this plane is. So there's a view there. As you can see, let's try pulling the battery. That is a Turnigy DLUX 55 amp ESC. The motor pulls about 45 in this configuration, so it's 10 amp spare. It's running the old Futaba FP S20 servos that were originally in it when it was given to me, which these servos like to talk a bit, but I guess they might be digital, I don't know. Then you have a full throw rudder in the back, full throw elevator, flat spoilers, and throttle. Let's raise the nose and try to give you a little show with the throttle real quick, shall we? Surprisingly, it's actually balanced pretty well. I wasn't sure how well this prop was going to be balanced out when I originally bought it, so. I'm going to be able to get behind this and do this just right. Now this runs approximately 8 foot 4 inches. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but It's a pretty large glider, and this configuration provides plenty of thrust. So, as you can see, it's got quite a fair amount of thrust. So, it doesn't have much times that I can climb up with. Let's say about 30 seconds each, about a minute of throttle use, and the rest soaring, gliding. Being as large a plane as it is, I maybe added maybe an extra 2 or 3 ounces to the plane, maybe a little more from switching with the motor and the shaft set up here, and the what was a 2-ounce weight in the back. Could have probably gone with a lighter weight a little further back, but that's the one that I found at the time, so that's the one that I used. Obviously it doesn't look very good, but I'm not very good at figuring out how to put extra weight in something that I don't even know how it works, because I don't really know how that tail configuration is in the back. So that is a preview of the conversion to the Aeronautics Aquila, conversion to a motor glider or motor sailplane. I'm not sure if it would be called a sailplane anymore, being it has a motor on it, but either way, it had an excellent glide ratio with no motor on it, and I'm really hoping this doesn't affect it much, that it still has a good glide ratio. It might have to glide a little faster, but we'll see when we get it in the air. And now I have a way that I feel comfortable with launching this thing, because I didn't quite feel so comfortable with the hand launches, and I wouldn't feel very comfortable with the high starts either, because I'm pretty worried that the wing will snap or something, because it's going like 0 to 30 or 0 to 40 in like a second. So I don't want to take a chance of breaking anything on this, nor do I any of my other models, so that's why I went to the motor. Now it's got an ESC brake on, if you can see that. I'm not sure if you noticed it when I throttled up, but yeah. Alright, let's check out how the battery's doing. If you didn't notice, I also have a satellite receiver right down there by the motor, and the other receiver right here. And the battery is actually supported on a little basswood spar I have going across, and the actual receiver up on the dock. Came off pretty nice. You guys have a nice little quick look in there. The battery is fine. It's still nice and cool, which is good. I'll put you up against there while I disconnect it. Alright, now the plane's not armed anymore. If you guys want to look more over the actual interior of the plane. This is an 11, I believe, by 7, or something along those lines. 11 by something, 11 by 8, I'm not sure exactly. But either way, it provides plenty of thrust and free cell, and that thunder power can take a bit of it. I mean, not a whole lot, but a bit. So, Dylan Losey, Metal Fox 1981, preview of the motor conversion on the Aeronautics Aquila. Comment, rate, subscribe. Take care, y'all. Bye.